What's going on, y'all? We are back for another episode review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 1, episode 7. Alright, y'all, so the show begins with Trick Daddy and Chronic at the crib, and they just kicking it, talking, and talking about, you know, joy and shit and the divorce party that he wants to have. Okay, so first of all, what is up with the fried ribs? Like, has anybody ever heard of fried ribs? I have never heard of fried ribs. That shit threw me for a loop. Not only because it just seems extra, but I know Trick ain't taking care of his health. He eating fried ribs and shit. So anyway, he says that he gonna have this divorce party, okay? Because Joy says she want a divorce. I'm gonna give her what she want. Cool. And then he goes on to tell Chronic about how Dawn and Trina, the two biggest hoes in the game, are representing Joy. Oh God, I can't. Anyway, so that's that. And Trick being petty. Trick is really being #petty because he pretty much said that he just stringing her along and gonna give her the divorce when he's ready. So whatever, that's some bullshit. Now Scrappy and Shay. Bucky shows up to Scrappy's apartment, and I'm just confused because I'm like, what in the fuck? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? And she, you know, comes in, they sit down to eat and everything, and Scrappy is telling her that he, you know, she's got gifted hands from God and rubbing his feet. Listen, that nigga is trying to get some booty wine, okay? Some booty, and he's saying whatever to get it, and Shay is just sitting at the table trying to act like she ain't eating it up, but yeah, she's eating it up, and she's saying she needs closure. What closure do you need, Bucky? Like, this shit is old, okay? She just been singing this same damn song on reality TV since about 2006 Flavor of Love, and I'm just over it. Where's your Shay J fit? Where's that? Why can't you focus on something else? Like, for real, it's just stupid. Amada and her mother. Why are they at the strip club together? I mean, it's just weird. Why are y'all... Okay, so maybe, and y'all let me know what y'all think, maybe her mother, Mommy Anna, I think she said, Mommy Anna, maybe she had her when she was real young, and they have not just mother-daughter relationship, but they have like a sister-girlfriend type of relationship. I'm trying to rationalize it in my mind, but that shit is just the weirdest shit ever. You and your mother at a strip club. And for real, I'm over Amada La Negra. Like, I like her, you know, she's beautiful, she's talented, but I just, all this crying and shit every episode, and just her, I'm just over it. I'm just over it. So they outside and they talking, and once again they both of them crying and talking about the struggle they've been through. And this is not to lessen the struggle, I just don't, they just dragging this shit out. And she's saying she doesn't, the mother's like, she thinking about getting a second job because she's not feeling like what she's provided for Amada is adequate, and Amada's like, no, don't get a second job and all of this, and I get it. I just can't with this dragging this storyline out. I'm over it. It's exhausting, and the crying and the subtitles, it's just too much for me. So anyway, Kiara meets up with Chinese Nikki at the hotel, and they talking about Gunplay's backsliding with the drugs. She sits down, talks to her, and says she found the residue in the money in his pants, and basically Chinese Nikki says she needs to confront him about it because he was shook when she mentioned his name. Apparently Chinese Nikki done ran into him somewhere at the bar. So anyway, that was that, and Kiara decides that she's going to confront Gunplay, which I don't know. I don't think that was a good idea. But anyway, now so then, Joy, Dawn are at Joy's salon. Dawn's ass say she got a date. Dawn just adds nothing to this. Like, her and Trina, they just don't add anything to this show at all. Strippers bring in the invitation. The strippers arrive and they present Joy with an invitation. Dawn's old dumbass talking about, oh, that's cute, purple. Bitch, shut up. And so Joy's like, this shit is petty. He won't give me the divorce. Now he having this divorce party. This is the perfect time for me to ask him to pay for the divorce. If he could pay for a party, he could pay for the divorce. Whatever. Dawn still adding her 2 cents, talking about, well, Trick told me that you left him because he got diagnosed with lupus. Whatever. Is Dawn a manager? What is she? What is Dawn, and why is she all in their business? She just jumps from motherfucking one damn city to the next, starting shit and being messy, or just being all up in the mix for no reason. And then who else we got, y'all? That damn fucking Veronica. Okay, Veronica, Steph LaCour, and Trina in this scene. Veronica is doing she's in the studio, she's recording this song. The song is trash. It's just not, it's recycled. And we are, a lot of music is recycled, but maybe it's just because it's coming from Veronica. I don't like her, and the song was stupid. And anyway, she says, once again here, she's jealous of JoJo because she in her confessional was like, yeah, not everybody got a rich daddy. Some of us got to go out here and get it ourselves. She's a hater. She's a hater. And then she and Steph decide they gonna sit down, and Veronica is gonna download Steph on what happened between her and JoJo. The bitch lied. Veronica lied about what happened between her and JoJo. She basically created her own narrative and didn't tell Steph the truth. And then of course Steph is gonna jump on the bandwagon talking shit about JoJo. Both of them, they just snakes. I don't, can't do neither one of them. Okay, so now let's get to this about Trina comes in, okay, and she is talking to Veronica about the song, that song that they flashed the video of, about her using the word nigga. This ignorant heifer says, well, it's a cultural conversation, and you know, why can't I use that word because my skin not dark enough? I don't owe people an explanation telling them that my grandmother is from Africa. This dumb bitch. Okay, this is the thing about that. We definitely use that word. It's definitely a part of it's embedded in our colloquial dialogue, okay? We get it. And we use that word amongst ourselves as a term of endearment. You know, like, sometimes it's not used necessarily as a term of endearment, but we know that we're not using it as it was intended, okay? But this bitch says that, yeah, when I walk into a room of white people, I'm considered other. So yeah, me, I'm a nigga. We niggas. Yeah, you are. You got that right, Veronica. You definitely are a nigga. You are exactly the embodiment of what they mean when they look at us and they use that word. Because that shit is so fucking ignorant. She's willing to accept the label of nigga as it was given, as it was intended by way of a white supremacist narrative. I'm struggling trying to articulate it, but I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, the way she put it out there was that, yeah, I'm willing to label myself a nigga because that's what white people say I am. And then she has the nerve to reference Puerto Rico. Bitch, what does that have to do with anything? Yeah, you a nigga, alright. You're exactly the depiction of a nigga. So, go on, girl. You know, go right ahead. You know, she's just an ignorant ass. I can't with her. Trash truck juice. I can't. So that was that. And then Trina, she's useless on this show. Like, she said, well, Veronica thinks she can call herself that because she's from Hialeah and she consider herself part black. This shit is stupid. And for Veronica to be like, it's a cultural conversation. No, it's not a cultural conversation. Use of that word. No, what was cultural? Colorism is cultural. You know what I mean? I just can't with her. She can go away. She can go the fuck away. And let's see. Let's move on from her because that shit is just stupid. And then at the end of the conversation with Trina, she claims to be all about positivity after she just sat up there and shit talked JoJo. Shit talked about JoJo and just basically, she's stupid. Get off of Love and Hip Hop, girl. Then we got Shay and Dawn, messy ass. Like I said, up in shit. Shay, Dawn, and the two kitties. Shay wants to confront the two kitties about they dealings with Scrappy. But hold up, y'all. Did y'all peep the setup? How Mona set up the damn event gates. She set them Jones up. Had one car on one side with Shay and Dawn, then had the boo-boo kitties pull up on the other side. Girl, Mona. Mona bitch, in the words of Rocks, Mona bitch. Mona be trying it. So anyway, Shay decides to enlist the help of her messy ass ride or die, Dawn, to confront this situation about Scrappy. Again, Shay, she's still mad because she didn't get her clock. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, why are you and Scrappy not together? Like, you and Scrappy aren't together, so why do you care about what he's doing? You're making yourself look so pressed and desperate, and like you fresh off of Pleasure P, and now you latching on to Scrappy. It's just stupid. And so you out here acting a fool with these two inflator bitches over Scrappy. And I'm sure you knew at the time about Bambi. Like, girl, what are you doing? And then she said, when they were arguing, she said she still had she had an issue because they were going back and forth about the incident that happened at La Princesa's show, and she says her issue was with Gabby. Shay says her issue was with Gabby, talking to the daughter stripper bitch, saying her issue was with Gabby. Okay, whatever. And then she earlier in the episode, she had said that, you know, she and Pleasure P ain't have nothing to do with each other no more, but she's still talking this bullshit. I can't with Shay. She's another one that, you know, she can just fade away into reality TV abyss because it's old. It's just stupid. And then she called the mother stripper a weak bitch. Y'all remember she called Erica that when she was in the same situation with Scrappy some years ago? She said the same thing, called Erica a weak bitch. That's her go-to. Okay. But if anybody looking weak, it's Shay, because it's just dry. It's played out. Now, Amada La Negra and Young Hollywood. This is another reason why I'm over Amada, because now she's all cozy with young Hollywood, and this nigga, he's a greaseball, and that's not gonna change. And I don't know, Amada seems a little naive to me, and I don't know if it's just because that she's unsuspecting and she's naive is the reason why now she's allowing this snake to slither all around her like this. But after all of that shit that she just went through with this motherfucker, why is she allowing this to happen? Even if she is naive, you would think that she would be able to at least be like, this motherfucker is no good for me. Now all of a sudden he said some prejudice ass shit to you, and now all of some racist shit to you, and now all of a sudden he re-apologized. There I go with the air quotes. He re-apologized. But that's what he said. That's what he said. He re-apologized, and now all of a sudden everything is all good. Like, no, that shit is deep rooted. That shit does not go anywhere. Like, when he is as disrespectful as he was to her and Juju, that shit ain't going nowhere because of no apology. And so anyway, he gets her a spot on the radio show. Steffi Chacon, I believe was her name, gets her a spot on her radio show, and they sit down. They're gonna play her song What a Bam 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 Beanum. Okay, cool. So if she like it, I love it. So they're sitting down with Steffi Chacon, and they talking, and Steffi asks, so how did y'all cross paths? This motherfucker says, this greaseball, Polly Pocket looking motherfucker says, yeah, you know, we had a misunderstanding. What? A misunderstanding. Your racist bullshit does not qualify as a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding would be somebody just walking up to you and punching you in your face because they don't like you. I think that may be a misunderstanding. Maybe not, but whatever. That's not a misunderstanding. And then he said, yeah, I was keeping it too real. What? Again, what are we talking about? That right there solidifies the fact that that prejudice bullshit hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't gone anywhere. Like, if you was really apologetic about that bullshit, that wouldn't have come out of your mouth. He said he was keeping it too real, which means he honestly believes what he said was real, you know. And that apology and shit, that was bullshit. But again, if Amada, if she like it, I love it. So whatever. I'd be side-eyeing the fuck out of him. But she looked all happy. She looked happy, so whatever. The divorce party. This right here is where, so Shay decides to confront Scrappy about him working or being on Snapchat or some bullshit with the two kitties. And she's just so out of order, so out of line, because it seemed to me like Shay just be finding shit that she want to be mad about. You know what I mean? Like, why you can't just live your best life? You know what I mean? Just live your best life and stop being all up in these niggas' faces. You know what I'm saying? But she decides that she wants to confront Scrappy because, I don't know, evidently she feels some sense of entitlement when it comes to Scrappy. Maybe because of what they had in the past. I don't know. But she confronts him. He's like, you're not going to tell me who I can and can't work with. Like, it's just stupid. And she gets an attitude. She walks out. Joy shows up to the party. Trick Daddy is on stage with the microphone and says she come in looking like a stripper. Said Joy in the building looking like a stripper. And he was saying some old other disrespectful bullshit about he got his baby mamas, 2 baby mamas in the building. And I'm done with Trick Daddy. He that's just too much. It's too much. And he and Joy have a short conversation. Joy presents him with the bill for the lawyer and it's like, if you got money for parties, you can pay for this divorce. He says, all right, I'm gonna give you the bread, and they leave it at that. Now hold on. Miami Tip and Strawberry was at the party too, and they another two that could just, they not adding nothing. Why are they even there? But they show up, and I don't know, it's Mona just be inserting people just because, but it wouldn't be Love and Hip Hop without it, right? So whatever. But Miami Tip, her hair, I don't know, was that shit looked like a turban wrap on her head, or was that a wig? I don't know. But anyway, so that was the divorce party. Now, at the very end is, the sun is bright as shit. At the very end is the confrontation with Kiara and Gunplay. So she rolls up on him at a video shoot, okay? And it's clear that Gunplay was high as a fucking kite, okay? But then that was no secret to Kiara, but she still, you know, she's running on the gas that Puffy Face gave her, and she decides to confront him and see that. First of all, I mean, I understand, you know, she not gonna tolerate this and that, and they've been through shit and this and that. I get it, but I just don't think that was the right place to confront him. You know, and it's difficult enough as an addict, you know, because, and this isn't to be like to make excuses for gunplay, but I'm just talking about an addict. Like, addicts deal with shame, embarrassment, they deal with a lot of issues that come along with being a drug addict. And not only is it the shame, the embarrassment, the self-loathing, they also deal with the physical effects, like that the chemical reaction has on your brain. Like, that causes physical effects, which is why, you know, like the agitation, the rage, the anger, and all of that. And you know, Kiara said he's not the same person when he's using, and I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. Like, it just is what it is. So, you know, it was ugly. It was ugly, and I just feel like, you know, she probably should have chosen a different time, because for real, there is no good time to confront an addict. You know what I mean? If you ever seen Intervention, you know that, or if you've ever experienced it in your own life, you know that. But to just roll up on him at a video shoot, and then, you know, her tone wasn't like she was trying to get resolved. Her tone was like very accusatory, and as if she was trying to ridicule him. So, you know, he just didn't react well. And then, you know, she says, y'all, I'm trying to park this car, and this damn glare of the sun, I can't see shit. So anyway, yeah, so it went badly, and it just was, there was no compassion, put it like that. There was no compassion, and it just seemed like, you know, she was being really accusatory and just kind of like finger pointing and not really trying to find any resolve. So he picks up the chair and slings it, and she walks out. Okay, y'all, that was Love and Hip Hop. I know I was kind of all over the place, y'all, but this morning, child, this morning's just been, it's been like a dramatization, child. So whatever. But anyway, I thank y'all for watching. I thank y'all for sticking around, tuning in and everything. Look at my wolf pussy. My mother gave me this coat, y'all, but I swear I needed this coat because it's cold as shit, and I'm over this damn cold weather. But it's warm as shit up in this wolf pussy. Anyway, y'all, I'm out. I'm getting ready to go to work. So look, y'all have a good day. Leave your comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and give this video